Hi all, welcome back to more Space Engineers, and damn it. Isn't that twice that this portion has been taken out? Son of a... it's good. Let's go check really quick. I'm gonna make sure you guys are still loaded, right? Yeah, you still got a bit of ammo left. I know you still have a bit of ammo left. Okay, so it didn't hit anything over here. I guess I am going to have to add at least one more cannon over here for this stuff. Wow, that's frustrating. Oh well, you know what they say, if it wasn't for bad luck, I wouldn't have any luck, right? I have to admit that's a pretty impressive hit. So I'm thinking what I'm going to do is pull all of this out and put heavy armor in. That's what I really should have done to the base to begin with, but I was being lazy. I didn't really want to deal with it. So what I'm working on right now is actually, you know what, we're going to go ahead and just let's get rid of that for now. We're going to go ahead and see if we can actually get this closed off once more. It's not like it actually has to be sealed right now. Right. So, but what I'm working on right now is getting the large cargo container in place, because once we get this up and running, what we'll be able to do is actually start working on a large miner. Because as you saw, I want to work on a mobile base, but I need the resources. And right now, hand mining all of the resources just is not practical. So what we're going to do, let me go ahead and let's grab this stuff really quick. I really should just go ahead and invest in upgrading my my welder and my grinder, I should say. Alright, so make sure all this is fixed. Okay. So that'll at least let it take another hit. Alright, so let's go ahead and throw that away. Construction components, we need like another 50 or so interior plates. We're going to need that. And I do believe we need, I know we need motors. I'm not going to. Oh, that's not good. We're out of computers. Alright, so we have to get this up and running as quickly as possible. How many motors do I need? I need 4 motors. Alright, so I still need 40 interior plates. What? 4 motors, 20 tubes. Okay. I think I can remember that. If not, remind me when we get up there. Oh, I was going to say that's... how much? Okay, we've still got hydrogen. That's easy. Okay, so you guys all go away. We need, I said 40 plates, 20 tubes, and what, like 10 motors, right? Okay, so I don't remember if we need anything else. We'll go drop this in there, see if this is enough to get it up and online. Computers. We need computers. Do I have enough materials in here to make computers? Because we only need like 10. I need silicon and iron, and I don't think I have either in there. Nope. Okay, so let's go grab the silicon. We need to go grab a couple of silicon ingots and some iron ingots. Oh. Okay. That should be enough to make the computers that I need. Well, it's only funny because of the fact that I have to do this all manually. And a little bit of stutter there. Okay. So, happy Tuesday, everybody. Hope you're having a fantastic week so far. Hey, look at that. So now that you are up and running, we can actually transfer all of this, right? Oh no, we're not going to be able to because we still need to link this up. Now I could run the pipe out this way, but then it's in my way. I could take the reactor apart and flip it. That might work. So we want a small reactor on the inventory there. It's the reactor components that are so bloody heavy. Okay, so now we have... There we go. Oh, wrong button. So we have everything but the components. And that's okay, because we have the components right here. And we know we can carry them all. And since there's already power on this thing, so what we're going to do is we're going to go over here to the control panel. We're going to find our reactor. And we are going to name this thing exempt. Why? Because we don't want... Oops. We don't want the inventory control system pulling the ingots out of there. Because what we're going to do now is go here, go... Reactor. There's our reactor. Okay, so we now have our base up and running. We have a much larger cargo container. 1.2 million, so yeah, that is working. Yay! Okay, so we've got all of this. Let me go ahead and recharge my hydrogen and oxygen really quickly. I want to make sure this is still working. Yes. We've got more uranium being refined, so now that we have that out of the way, what we're going to do is we're going to start work on a drill. Now, originally I wanted to have the mobile base have a drill on it, but that would most likely require pistons and or rotors, and for anybody who knows anything about space engineers, you know that these are bad combinations. Before I forget... Gatling turret, okay. So I do need to make some... Let's go ahead and make, I don't know, make 100. I think we should have what we need for that. Right, so nickel... So we definitely... Well, let's see how much nickel we have, because nickel and magnesium are what we need. How much nickel do we have? Oh yeah, we've got more than enough nickel. We've got actually just enough magnesium. So yeah, we're going to end up with quite a bit of ammo up there. So what I'm thinking I may do is actually do a cut in on here, onto the base, and have it feed into the cargo containers here. I would really have liked... And I guess I could still technically do it. It would just have to be replacing this line here. Maybe I'll do that. But basically have it piped in so that it's coming up through everything here. The problem is that these are attached here, so I would have to be very careful. I'd need to remove just that block. And I think that behind here is a battery. Yep. My batteries are right there. That's not good. Alright, so the only way to feed those things is from below. So what I might do then is to have a feed line come up and just have it come up right here, and maybe do a cluster of cannons based off of, basically build them off of the conveyor block. That might work. That might work. But it also means that I'm going to need to rework some of the design that I already have, which is fine. I don't mind. It's I would rather do it right and get it done and not have to worry about it again. And one of the benefits of it is that if I do this, I can then run a conveyor over here and put a couple of more on it. So I'd end up with, you know, like, say, 4 cannons on this side and 4 cannons on that side. Which I might go ahead and do. Because then I would have a lot better defense coming in, no matter which way the asteroids come in from. Or the meteorites. The falling burning rocks. Let's just call them that. Okay. FBRs, right? Okay, so let's go ahead and move this stuff back down. We want to find that control. Let's look for large. We're going to name this component so that it'll auto pull all of the components. We also want it to pull ingots. Oop. We click away, come back, and we look at large. Whoops. Yeah, I'm just all sorts of fat fingering today. Okay. So computers. We definitely need computers. So let's go ahead and queue up. Oh, I don't know. We're going to use a lot of them. So we'll go ahead and queue up 1,000 of those. What else do we need? We're going to need a lot of steel plates. We're going to need interior plates. Let me get about 2,000 grids. So we've got the grids there. We're going to move the components behind everything. Sorry about that. My instant messenger won't shut up. Alright. And construction components. We need a bunch of those too. So we're going to go ahead and queue up, like, I don't know, like, let's say 5,000 of them. Because we go through these things ridiculously fast. And this, we're going to move here. Okay. Actually going to bump that up. Alright, so that gives us most of what we're going to need. So now what we're going to do is I need to figure out if I'm going to make it a land-based miner or a flying miner. Now the land-based miner has the benefit that I don't have to worry about it falling out of the sky. The land-based miner has the disadvantage of I have to worry about it getting stuck in the ground. So, I think we're going to do a flyer. Yeah, I think that's what we're going to do. Let me grab some plates really quick. Go over here, because we're actually going to use the large reactor. And I want to start a new small ship. So, you know what? Let's go construction component. I need construction components. Alright. There we go. That's better. And we'll use this nice handy dandy thing for our starting base, or our starting platform, I should say. Now, I want this basically to be built around the idea that we're going to have yeah, we're going to put that off to the side. So we have the large reactor. You're not going to let me do that, so let's go ahead and bring this out a couple. Now, small ones on the top. I want to make sure that was what I wanted to make sure of. All right. Okay, so I want to plan this out accordingly. So what I want is one of the large ones on either side. Okay. And that should give me one on either side and one to the back. Okay, because this is what I'm going to do is we're going to put a connector on it. So once we're done mining, what we'll be able to do is actually have to bring it back one more, it looks like. And we need interior plates for those. But this way I can put a connector on the back of the craft. We're looking for plates. To avoid... Hi, how are you? What are you doing there? I don't remember putting you there. Alright. Yeah, so this way we'll be able to put... Really? Make sure you are actually in line there. Let's turn you off. Will you get out of my way? Thank you. Okay, so you are centered. That's good. And what this will allow me to do is to basically have the connector back here. We'll run some piping out, and we're going to do 2 of the twin drills. Now, the idea is that I want to have everything positioned well enough that it'll be behind the drill line. So what we're going to end up doing is we are going to end up with have the connector here, and then below the connector we're going to have our lift engine. Not quite sure how well this is all going to work, but we're going to try. Because I may need to just say the heck with it, pardon me, and put lift engines on either side. Because we're going to be using, we don't need any more reactors, but we do need our thrusters. So we're going to be using a bunch of large atmospheric thrusters. Now, I've had people ask, why don't I use hydrogen more often? Mainly because of the fact that hydrogen is ridiculously inefficient in an atmosphere. It's really, really bad. Like, ridiculously broken kind of bad. Alright, so can I get on there? See, this is going to be the tricky part because that'll give us that should give us enough lift. But we're also going to have to place these like this.
Storm inbound.
So I'm going to need to drop that down a little bit. Any bets one of these is going to tag me? See, now I did reduce the range on the cannon's targeting, so they should be more likely to tag any of the ones that are actually close to the base. And it looks like I'm still going to need to decrease the range a little bit further, but that's okay. Yeah, so we can do one of those and one of those. What we're going to do here is we're going to put the cockpit actually on the front of this. I didn't want to do that. Okay. So we're going to put the work cockpit in. And what I really want to do is put an actually, I don't need to put oxygen generator on this, since this is going to be atmospheric only. That makes it even easier. But I do need to mount this up just a little bit. So we're going to go there. And then just to make sure things stay a little bit better attached. It does add a little bit of weight to what we're building, but that's okay. The reason I want this up a little bit is because I'm going to put the reverse thruster right there under the where the cockpit is sitting. I need to make sure I have enough room under there for it, because we do not want the cockpit to get burned off. That would be bad. It would be funny, but it would be bad. Alright, so okay, so we're gonna have to get this thing under power to put that in, but it's gonna sit right there. And like I said, the basic idea is that it should be able to provide enough lift in normal circumstances that it shouldn't be an issue. Oh, we can do that. That'll give us at least one reverse for now, so once we get everything set up, it'll be pretty good. And what we're going to do is we're going to hide... Actually, can I get away with grinding that out now that it's attached? Yes, okay. So what we're going to do there is we're going to hide some of our smaller thrusters off to the side there. So we will have 1, 2. Am I out of hydrogen? I'm out of hydrogen, aren't I? Yep, out of hydrogen. That's okay. And then what we're going to do is flip these, bring it back 1. There we go. So now we have everything except for descending thrusters. And we will put a couple in. I'm probably going to put them off to the side here. Basically just do it like on there and then one on the other side. And then the idea for this is that because generally speaking, gravity is going to be doing most of this work for us, we don't need to... Whoops. That's not where I wanted you. I wanted you back there, you bugger. There you go. So we're going to put you there. Yeah, and that's really just to give us a little bit of stability for our control purposes. But I think that is pretty much all we need at this point. Oh, gyros. I need to put a gyro on there. I also need to put you on right there. We are going to take you out. Let's go ahead and clear this stuff off. Put this back on because I want to have that. What we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and weld up what we can of this. I really should have probably welded that frame as I was building, but that's okay. What we'll do is we'll come back and once we get this thing up in the air, we'll basically weld all of the superstructure together. I need to go get some more hydrogen. And once I get this further along, I will be right back. See you shortly. And we're back. So as you can see, I've been doing a little bit of work off camera. I was trying to get an idea for basically a secure loading area. The idea is that when the miner is done, we'll basically be able to bring her over, go out, do the mining. When we're done with the mining, come back and dock up in here. And then we'll have a secure parking area as well. The ship is obviously the miner is going to be too large to basically leave attached and have behind the wall here. But what I was thinking is I might remove this section and move this whole thing back one, and that might be enough clearance to get the ship in. so that we have an area that is secure for it to hang out. If that doesn't work, what we will do is we'll replace all of this flooring down here with the heavy armor blocks. So that is the idea as it stands right now. Can we get rid of these? I don't think we can. No. Dang it. I really want to get rid of the bloody trees. So yeah, that's basically what we're planning on right now. I'm going to go ahead and gather some more resource, but it's been a long day. And I'm going to go ahead and call this one here. If you enjoyed it, make sure you hit that like button. I do want to thank you all for stopping in today, and one of the best ways for me to do so is to be able to answer your questions. So if you do have any questions, make sure you throw them down in the section below the video, and I will get back to you as soon as possible. If you want to try and get a hold of me a little bit faster, you can try tweeting at me. I do seem to respond to those a little bit faster than the messages on YouTube, but I do get to you eventually either way. So anyway, if you're new here and you haven't done so already, I do ask that you also subscribe. Not only do the likes and subscriptions help the channel to grow, it's something nice to do for YouTubers. Well, you know, because it does help the channel to grow, but I'm not gonna sugarcoat that. But realistically, it also keeps you informed when we have new things coming out on the channel. And because I've been doing a little bit more than one video a day recently, as well as the random live streams, like by the time we're watching this, I'm probably actually live streaming No Man's Sky if it actually came out on time. So we'll see how that works out. And damn if those guys aren't loud outside. Sorry about that. Anyway, they're getting louder. I'm going to get out of here. I hope you all have a fantastic day. And we'll see you back here next time for more 7 Days to Die. As always, folks, take care and be safe out there, everybody.